Good evening, everyone. It has been a while since the last free-to-play episode. And since then, I have caught 80 new Pokemon that I haven't reviewed. Now, this is by no means optimal. There are probably Pokemon hiding in my box right now that I should have been using for the past 2, 4, 6, 8 weeks, however long it's been. So at the end of this video, I should hopefully have at least 1 to 3 new long-term Pokemon. If the odds of that is 1 in 20 or 1 in 25, presumably, for a Pokemon that would be worthwhile using. And so essentially, I've been using my water type team for the past couple of months. It is the same Pokemon that you saw in whatever the last video was. And currently, it is the Suicune and the Wigglytuff that are the long-term investments. So at the very least, 2 out of 5 Pokemon here has been worthwhile to have on the team, and then the rest of these have just supported the rest of the team, it being a water team. I've also upgraded the pot size a little bit since last time. I have got a lot of Dream Shards. I also have a lot of clusters. And then maybe in the near future, I've made most of it ready, but I do want to make a free-to-play cooking guide at some point. And with the recent news that there will be a main skill seed in the regular exchange starting next year, then there are some more Pokemon to consider. A little bit of a shift in the meta, although I suspect the cost in sleep points to get those main skill seeds will be so high that you still have to make the value assessment. Is it worthwhile to buy an extra, I don't know, 20 Poke Biscuits, or do you really want that main skill seed as free to play? Now, if you're premium, you should scoop up all the seeds you can get your hands on. And actually, now that I think about it, I realized that the next Sleep Style Dex goal will give me a sub-skill seed, which I really need for the Wigglytuff. I've had a look at the achievements, but those do not really yield anything worthwhile until further down. 17,000 RP for my teams currently is still ways away, unfortunately. Now, while I have you guys here, I have been quite strict on only inviting members of the Nerdheart Discord to my friend list, but today is a special chance because it's an interesting video. It's a long one, so buckle up. We have 80 Pokemon to review, as mentioned earlier. And so we have 2 of you guys watching who will be lucky new additions to my friend list if you're interested in having my free-to-play account on your friend list. I have 2 available spots, and I will choose 2 of you guys watching right now at random. And so let's hop into the reviews. I can first just scroll through and show you that we have 80 Pokemon to review. I have clicked skip every time I've caught these Pokemon, so I have no idea what any of these are. You can see I've even had to upgrade my Pokemon box because I have wanted to make this video. A couple weekends in a row now, I've just been a little bit too busy with work and resting as the opposite to that, to where, yeah, the content's been a little bit behind. But yeah, there are literally 80 Pokemon we need to look through in this video. It's a lot of captures, and I'm really hoping that at least a couple of these will be long-term investments. And so let's just get straight to it. I think the best way to do this is to clump them together by Pokedex number, and then start from the top and work our way down. Sound good? All right, so the first 2 Pokemon we have is Bulbasaur. Now, I will make a separate cooking guide for the free-to-play, but in my opinion, in essence, what you care about as a free-to-play player is to find Pokemon that have the same ingredient in the level 1 slot and the level 30 slot for the most part, because leveling up Pokemon to level 60 is quite hard. And not only that, finding the mono meta or level 60 is ridiculously hard. For most Pokemon, it's a 1 in 9 chance. And on top of that, you need some good sub-skills, so it's not unlikely for people to catch between 20 and 40 Pokemon by given ingredient specialist to find a good one. And yeah, that just won't work here on the free-to-play. So in essence, I'm looking for level 30 Pokemon only. And so for Bulbasaur, for example, I would like Honey, and then I don't care what the level 60 is because I will never get there. So let's have a look at the first Bulbasaur. That is a mixed set. It's a full-on mixed set too. And so this, unless somehow it is a pristine set of sub-skills, will just go straight in the bin. And as I did in the previous video, similar to this one, I'll just nickname these blank, revisit them in the future, just give them a second thought. Okay, let's have a look at some of these traits. Now, I can also mention I haven't really been hunting a lot of ingredient specialists. In the case that I've had an extra bonus biscuit or they have showed up hungry, I might have considered it. So that's why the Bulbasaur is here, even though it's not on my targets. The other thing then too, with the level 30 cap is none of the sub-skills past level 30 really matters. So it's the first 2 sub-skills and the first 2 ingredients. That's all I care about. And that's just the way that I've decided to go about it. So we got skill trigger inventory. Yeah, so to an extent, skill, what am I saying? Sleep EXP bonus will not do anything because I will not be using my ingredient Pokemon overnight. But that ingredient finding M is nice, but yeah, this is just not going to be usable. If I am going to invest in a Bulbasaur, it's going to be double honey. So another full mixed set. Yikes. We got helping bonus and skill level up. Some more skill triggers. That is strange. And some speed of help up. So a fast Bulbasaur. It's not the correct ingredient list. So I think it's time to just hop on to the next Pokemon. We have a lot to review. So the Pokemon that are not interesting, not going to spend much time on it. Okay, next up we have 2 Caterpie and 2 Metapod. I'm going to just review these 4 as the same Pokemon as they all evolve into Butterfree anyway. We can actually bring up Butterfree, I guess. I should have potentially brought up Venusaur, but yeah. Okay, first Caterpie. Berry Specialist, looking for berry finding. Let's see if we are lucky. Oof, it's got ingredient finding. That is the opposite of what I am looking for. Since it is a berry specialist, you want as many berries as possible. And this will just produce low volumes of ingredients instead. So yeah, this one is big ol' nothing burger. We're going to nickname this one blank as well and hop on to the next Caterpie, which is triple honey. Not berry finding, at least not early on. Let's see. Oof, another ingredient finding. No berry finding. Oh man, that is awful. It's got ingredient finding M and ingredient finding up nature. That is just horrendous. And then when it comes to the berry specialists, with the exception that once you got the first stage Pokemon to friendship level 10, you more likely will find the berry finding. Aside from that, it doesn't hurt to catch these second stage Pokemon. As second stage, it's a berry specialist, so these have probably showed up hungry at some point and I had a spare bonus biscuit, you might as well. Inventory. Oh man, no berry finding. That's basically the only requirement I have for most of these berry specialists because the biscuits are hard to come by here on the free to play. So once you get something that works, you kind of just have to stick to it and be happy. So let's see if this final Metapod has got berry finding. No, it's a fast one though. Oof, the speed of help down nature. Had this been speed of help up, it would have been close to being equivalent of a berry finding because those 3 speeds are starting to stack. So I'm also gonna just nickname this blank for now. The other reason is every time you release a Pokemon, you go back to this screen and it can mess up with understanding where we are in the reviews because as we go further down, it's easy to lose sight. Okay, we have one Ekans and one Arbok. We should bring up Arbok in the widget. Same as with Butterfree, I'm just looking for the berry finding, if I can find it. We got speed, put ingredients up. And you can see Arbok has 26% as its base ingredient rate. So that nature is awful, really not good. Although for most berry specialists, even if it has ingredient finding M or ingredient finding up nature, you can just let it sneaky snack unless the skill somehow is valuable too. Yeah, this one's going in the bin. I'm just going to nickname this one blank. And we can hop on over to the Arbok, the actual Arbok. Triple sausage, interesting. A lot of inventory. There's the berry finding, but in my opinion, that comes a little late. I don't think I can just zoom this to level 75 anytime soon, so I guess I'll keep it. You never know if there's some sort of game mechanic change where maybe sometime in the future. So it's not complete trash. Like, berry finding is very strong. Inventory does nothing. Research EXP bonus is okay. You do sleep overnight with the berry finders, so that is good. Not going to release it, but I'm not going to really star it either. So next up are the Halloween Pikachus. And oh man, I was super excited about Halloween Pikachu with the potential of catching a base Raikou at OGPP and do the same thing as I did now with the Suicune. Because believe it or not, if you put a couple sub-skill seeds now, those are quite rare here on the free-to-play. But if you just catch base Suicune or base Raikou, give it a couple seeds, as long as you have good team members, it works. And Halloween Hat Pikachu is a unique species with a Raikou combo. So you can have a regular Pikachu, you can have a Raichu, you can have a Halloween Hat Pikachu, and all of those are berry specialists. And now with Pikachu having ribbons, because he gains a little bit of a boost past 1,000 hours, he can still evolve. All of those Pokemon are kind of similar. Now, Raichu is way up there. It's double S tier in my opinion, is basically the best Pokemon in the game, alongside Gardevoir and Steelix. So yeah, let's see if this has berry finding somewhere. Oh man, that got me hopeful. That golden skill at level 50 could have been a berry finding, but it is not. So this is probably going in the bin. It's got ingredients down though. Although main skill chance up doesn't really help a lot when it's a Pokemon that cannot evolve. Okay, let's see the next Pikachu is. And you can see the difference in color here. They introduced a new color this year compared to last year. I don't remember which one was the original. Probably the orange one, and then purple came this year. Is that right? But it's Scarlet and Violet, I assume, and also kind of Halloween themey. So yeah. Do we have the berry finding? No. Also no. Oof. Oh, the speed down. Yeah, nothing works with this Pokemon. Let's hop on to the next one. Got two more of these Halloween Pikachu. Hopefully at least one of them will be worthwhile. Right, is there a berry finding? No. The ingredient finding. Skill trigger. Big ol' nothing burger again. Let's nickname it blank. And we have the last Halloween Pikachu. I will keep two of these just because then I can have one of each hat. But I'll revisit this later. No berry finding. No berry finding. It's got EXP gains up, ingredients down though. That's a good nature. So alongside that helping speed M, it's not awful, but it is a hard thing to compete against the berry finding sub skill. So I also started catching some Vulpix recently just because I've run out of options in some cases where it's a berry specialist. If it's on the field and there's nothing else, then I go for the berry specialist. Okay, Ninetales. I've gotten good at remembering the widget now. In the last video, I reviewed Pokemon. I had a hard time remembering, but today we're on point. So we got Ooh, there's the berry finding. Look at that. That is nice. So unless this has ingredient finding M and ingredients up, nature and speed of help down on that nature too, this is basically a Ninetales. It's got the berry finding, and for a free-to-play player, you gotta love it when you see it. So there's the skill level up S. Interesting. I do like the skill on this. I am having some issues here and there with the Wigglytuff, so some supplemental heals can potentially be quite nice. I would like to see helping bonus just go for that complete greed. No, okay, that was close. But yeah, even research EXP bonus, I don't mind it personally. I know a lot of people are very negative on the research EXP bonus, the sleep EXP bonus, and so on and so forth. But on berry specialists that have berry finding, it's actually quite a nice bonus because berry finding is all you need. And you also use them overnight since they are berry specialists. So that is just a grand slam. Oh, look at that. That is awful of a nature. Combining everything, it's still a huge net positive. The main skill chance up. Ninetales does not have the best skill rate, and it also does not have a huge inventory. So probably won't be using this for its skill ever. I won't ever dump seeds into it. But yeah, it's a good Pokemon. I think this far, this Vulpix is the best I found. So speed of help down, nature does suck, but if you consider the berry finding on net, that productivity is quite high. All right, we got one decent Pokemon. Let's see. Okay, we didn't completely luck out on Vulpix. That happened on my primary account when I was hunting Vulpix there. I got 2 back-to-back cracked berry finding Vulpix. Let's see what this is all about. Dream Shard bonus, speed, skill level up S again, some inventory, but the main skill chance down. I think compared to this other Vulpix that we just had a look at, that was a big W. Well, this one was just meh. So, the next Pokemon. Ooh, Mankey. I caught a lot of Mankey. I was so excited in anticipation of the potential Nihilape introduction. Maybe for Halloween 2025. How about that? Because then, Primeape would get Ribbon bonus, and Nihilape would be favored instead of Lapis Lakeside with Primeape. He would be favored at Olgo Power Plant with a Ghost typing, so that could be pretty nice. I'm pretty sure I have a berry finding Mankey already. Don't. It's helping bonus. Helping speed M and adamant. That is very strong. I will definitely keep this around. You can say I started, and for good reason. But yeah. Probably wouldn't have continued hunting if I did find a berry finding, so this makes sense. Okay, so we have 8 Mankeys to click through. Let's see if any of these are... First one, here's the berry finding. I'm going to store that already because it's a berry finding. So unless, again, we have some really bad luck with ingredient finders, the speed down, and whatever else. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Berry finding S, helping bonus, has basically all you need. No matter what comes after this, this is cracked. Because you can undervalue helping bonus this way, but think of it as a 25% bonus to your production. And for berry finding, a 50% production increase. That assumes that you are doing sneaky snacking and that those factors don't coincide, which they do. They multiply. Oh, we got helping speed S2. Now, is it blocked at level 100? It's not. Yo, this is crazy. What is the nature though? Because this I can sub-skill seed even as a free to play. That would be super tempting. This is some insanity when it comes to the sub-skills. Ooh, not bad. Like everything neutral at this point is amazing. Wow, that is crazy. That is by far the best Pokemon I think I found on the whole... Wait, what is... Okay. Yes, I don't have that unlocked for whatever reason. That is going to be Primeape. Full letters. We found another long-term Pokemon. So this far on this free-to-play account, we have Wigglytuff, or Wigglythug. We have Suicune, and this Mankey right here. That is ridiculous. Berry Finding S, Helping Bonus, and Helping Speed S, which can be sub-skill seeded. Oh man, that is unfortunate. Let me just very quickly reset the connection here. I don't know if it is the Apple TV overheating or what it is, but usually it likes to make funny sounds after roughly 20 minutes. Oh yeah, we are so back. All right, and that was the second. No, that was the first Mankey. We have still got 7 more to review. Oh man, maybe we can have a full-on Lapis team. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, we find a couple more of these. That would be interesting now, wouldn't it? That would be complete greed too, though. Like, yeah, I'm not going to get my hopes up, but out of 80 Pokemon, I would be surprised if we find something stronger than this, so keep that in mind. Okay, is there more helping bonus berry finding stuff? No, that is a complete nothing. No berry finding, no speed, and those are the things you value the berry finders for. Hypothetically too, some of you guys, I for one do, like the Sleep EXP bonus and those bonuses, if they come in addition to the berry finding. Okay, next up, here's another Mankey. Let's see. Dream Shard bonus. It's a good nature though. Speed to help up, energy down. If you have a good healer, energy down doesn't matter. And the benefit is you have some increased speed. That one is going in the bin too. Another thing I can mention is today I felt it was necessary to sit down and make this video because next week is the Christmas event and it is going to be super exciting. As far as I've understood, you can use the candy boost feature for up to 500 candies next week. There's a whole bunch of Dream Shard stuff happening, double pots and all that stuff. So I just need to find some long-term targets, switch around my team a little bit, and see where I land. Also with the number of sleep styles I've not encountered, but registered, I think I've unlocked all the way to Lapis at this point. I don't remember, maybe not. At the very least, I know Snowdrop. Maybe Lapis is what's next at 290, so that should be coming up soon too. But yeah, that was a complete nothing. Let's have a look at this Mankey. Also nothing, though a little bit of speed, that is nice. Let's hop on to the next Mankey. Ooh, what's nice though, I caught a lot of Mankey, and I have a lot of candy here, so it's not impossible that I'll use a significant portion of that boost on that Mankey I found. Right, we got Bashful. Whoa, speed at level 75, the only thing good there. Very late. Another Mankey. Oh yeah, this is one we already talked about. You know what? I think potentially. So you want a healer, and then if you just want to be funny, you can do 4 berry finders. If I somehow find 2 Chikorita, I may just skip straight to Lapis, run the first Mankey I found, run this one, 2 Chikorita, and Wigglythug. And at that point, my berry finders are going to be stonking because look at that, helping bonus, good combos. Okay, let's see how many more Mankeys we have. I think it was 3 more maybe. It is 3 more. All right. No berry finding, at least not at the beginning. Ooh, helping bonus. With the jolly nature. All things considered, don't think this meets the bar for being an investment. But having 3 helping bonuses on the same team, it may overshoot that percentage. Within the sub skills, you can't have 35% or more than 35% that boost to production speed. I think maybe 3 Mankeys with helping bonus could potentially work out, but probably not 4, given the crazy one has berry finding, helping bonus, and helping speed M, if by sub-skill seed. So, I don't know, it's not star level, but it's not bin level either. So I'm just going to keep it blank for now. And I also forgot it. Yeah, we have another one. Okay, so no berry finding. And I understand that, at least for me, the analysis of the berry specialist is very straightforward. You either have berry finding or not. And if not, then it really needs like helping bonus, helping speed M, helping speed S, adamant nature, and then you may consider it. But even then, it's like, it's only marginally better than berry finding, unless you already have a lot of helping bonuses, in which case you don't get that bonus. Okay, another one for the bin. What's nice here too is I get to clear out my inbox a little bit. I probably won't do that in video. I'll just sit on my own, think a little bit, release some, and clear out some inventory to catch more Pokemon for January's video, and have some candy to spend this coming week. Okay, this should be, yes, this is the last Mankey, and it does not have berry finding. Speed coming in at level 75 is a little bit late. And at that point, we are moving on to the next species. I think I announced this in a couple of videos back, but Magnezone is a must-have Pokemon if you care at all about cooking on a free-to-play account. It helps increase the cooking size, and that is nice because it is ridiculously expensive with the dream shards on that long tail to increase the pot size. And in addition for Magnezone, or in addition to Magnezone being the overall best Pokemon for cooking power-up S, it's also got an additional evolution compared to all the other Pokemon, which are currently Glaceon and Flareon. You also have Pokemon such as Meowscarada, although not an ingredient specialist. I mean, skill specialist. Meowscarada is an ingredient specialist. It can do some support. So if you have a really busted Meowscarada, then yeah, potentially you don't need Magnezone, but it just depends on what you want to hunt. I, for one, eventually would like to do some cooking. And so my target is to find a skill level up M Magnezone. And so that's what we're looking for. It's the only thing that matters. If I can find skill level up M and preferably skill trigger M, that would be amazing. I can cap it at level 25 and be very happy. So that would be the ideal scenario. If I somehow find one with berry finding, that could be nice, but I would then also need some inventory, and then I would definitely need main skill chance of nature and the skill trigger M, and just the probability of that is crazy. So skill level up M is the one thing I want. Inventory, skill level up S, I mean, it kind of works. Skill trigger M, ooh, that is pretty good. Inventory, skill trigger M, that is the golden combo. Even some speed coming in later. So, I mean, I could potentially be very unlucky here with the inventory up S eating up 2 sub-skill seeds before that skill level up S becomes skill level up M. Had this been a premium account and I would find main skill chance up on this Magnemite, this would basically be perfect. Yeah, man, I don't want to jinx myself, but if this is main skill chance down, I'm going to be real sad. If it's main skill chance up, this is just a long-term Magnezone. So literally comes down to this, a 1 in, what is that? Like 6 chance or something like that. Oh, it's neutral. Interesting. I think in that case, it doesn't meet the bar, but I will star it because this is by no means a weak Magnemite. So yeah, at level 50 though, that is quite an investment. Although Blueberry can be interesting at Old Gold Power Plant. We'll just have to see how the team manifests itself by the time we get there. So, skill level up M, everyone. That is what we're looking for. Speed S. Inventory, do I have a skill trigger? No. Sleepy XP bonus? Not relevant. XP gains? No. So, this is definitely not a long-term Magnezone here for the free-to-play. I'm looking for skill level up M asset and preferably 1 or 2 more triggers. Alternatively, some extra inventory. Yeah, that's the other thing too with Magnezone. It has ridiculous inventory when you evolve it from Magnemite. It's up to like 23. What is actually, because I see it starts at 13, but it gets an additional 10. And then if you have some inventory S or L or something like that, then you're really strong. But let's see, Glaceon has 12. That is a 5 inventory difference. That is huge. And then we have Flareon, which probably is the same. No, Flareon. Ooh, I never considered that between those two. Look at that. If those numbers are up to date, which I believe they are, that is an interesting difference that I've never heard anyone point out between Flareon and Glaceon. And that actually makes me real happy because I'm a Flareon all-in investor in my primary account. It's level 60, completely unnecessary, but I just love Flareon. Okay, next Pokemon is a Cubone. So we can bring up Marowak in the widget. Let's have a look at this Cubone. Oh, that's a good ingredient list. Now, usually I don't care much about the ingredient list on the berry specialists, but Marowak is a little bit of an exception. And the reason is got a decently high ingredient rate. The cacao drop here in value is actually significant, at the very least compared to other berry specialists. So if you can find the cacao here, that's going to be nice. Now, obviously, if it does not have berry finding, then that's a problem. I just have to think real quick. How do I solve my battery issue? Okay, let's just keep going. Hopefully I can finish up before it just dies on me. That sounds a little bit risky though. Right. How do we solve this? Give me 2 seconds, everyone. I apologize. Right, everyone. Just gotta plug this under my desk and I'm ready for some more comments. There we go. The blanket, now that it is wintertime and cold, at least here in Norway. Right, wait, did that get less loud? Probably not. Okay, no berry finding. That is unfortunate. And the speedo helped down. That's not gonna cut it. So, let's nickname this Cubone Big Ol' Blank and hop on to the next Pokemon, which is Eevee. They've got a lot of Eevee, but it was Eevee week, and I'm a little bit Eevee weak, so I caught a whole bunch. Do I know which evolution to go for yet? I don't. But with the recent news too, coincidentally, with availability of main skill seeds, I feel happy with my choice. So, what is a good evolution to use as a benchmark? I would want to go for something that is skill focused. I think in that case, I probably won't be going Espeon, but as a benchmark, maybe even Vaporeon. I don't even know Vaporeon though. Okay, let's just go Vaporeon. We can use Vaporeon as a benchmark to just have something to look at while flick through all of these Eevees. That's a lot of Eevees. It's 11 Eevees to click through, no more. 15. Yikes. Okay. So we are assessing these based on the potential of Eevee as a Vaporeon. Actually, that makes sense. I do have a Suicune team. And hopefully, when we get to the Totodiles, I'll find a solid couple long-term berry finding helping bonus Totodiles, right? I can just slap this Vaporeon on the team and ride into the sunset. Okay, we got skill level up S. Not bad. We got inventory. Not bad. Oh man, that skill trigger M comes in way late. Now, if this somehow is main skill chance up, nature, this could potentially be a good Eevee. Oh, speed of help down. That's a bummer. You know what? I have always had a hard time assessing Eevee. There are just too many variables to consider. So none of the Eevees I will even nickname blank. I will star the best ones, but yeah, I will give this a second, third, fourth look before I really cave in. So just as a notice. Okay, next up, what do we have here? Skill level up M. Some ingredient finding. I don't care about the ingredients on an Eevee. I was like, wait a second. Skill level up M, main skill chance up, speed of help down. I think if that had been main skill chance up, then anything else but speed down, this would have been one to star. But yeah, this is not worthwhile, the seeds. I'm going to skip it. Next up, we have skill trigger M. That is huge. Skill trigger S. That's amazing. If this somehow has main skill chance up nature and not speed of help down, this would be ridiculous. Of course not. Oof. That was close, but does not meet the golden rule for skill specialists, which generally speaking is main skill chance up nature, helping speed M, and skill trigger M. You can mix in some inventory there too, maybe a berry finding for those of the Pokemon that can make use of that, or maybe even the skill level up M. Alright. Well, yeah, this is the shiny Eevee that I think we have showcased before. It's useful. No, useless rather. But it's a shiny, so it's starred. Oh yeah, main skill chance down, speed of help up. That's an eyesore. Okay, next up, we have skill level up M, some inventory and some speed, and main skill chance up nature. This is very nice. First Eevee to get a proper star. The reason is main skill chance up nature is very strong. Saving 2 seeds here on the free to play is huge. So potentially could be used for something in that inventory, and the speed is nice. In the future, if somehow the regular exchange also gets some way overvalued or overpriced sub-skill seeds, then this could be a nice Pokemon. Or in the future, if somehow trading is introduced that doesn't scramble the stats, then this could be of high value to trade away. Very nice find for sure. Need to keep it around and see what we can do with it later. Next up, we have another skill level up M. We have skill trigger S. Inventory. Yo, this is huge. Unless there is a skill trigger M at level 100, there's not. There's berry finding with all that inventory. Oh, this is close, man. If this is main skill chance up nature, then the quality, the stats here, the traits will make this my long-term evolution, whichever I may choose. There's nothing else you would want, in my opinion. Oh, that is so typical of this game. It just gives you some good things to make you think that you won the game, and then just flips it on you. So speed of help down is not going to cut it. At the very least, you do want some interplay between the sub-skills and the nature with that main skill chance. And with sub-skill seeds being incredibly rare, and in my opinion, only worthwhile to be spent on your healer or legendary Pokemon, this ain't it, Chief. So we're going to hop on to the next Eevee. Helping bonus, skill level up S. Now, if this has skill trigger, it's got speed inventory with ingredients down. An interesting mix here. Overall, I don't think it's going to be useful for anything. Potentially Jolteon. Is that what I'm seeing here? Ingredients down. Indirectly helps berry finding. Helping bonus is good for berry finding. Not enough skill though. And I'd rather save the Eevee candy for a skill-focused Eevee. So that's my take on that. We got skill trigger M, inventory, helping speed. Does the speed at level 100? No. Ooh, more skill trigger. Wow, this is amazing. We just need that nature, I think. What if the nature here is neutral? Is it worthwhile? Maybe. Let's see. Oh, no. I don't think that's gonna work out too well. Although those are some nice stats. Inventory M, speed S, trigger M, more inventory. Then it's speed of help down. This game is tricky, man. Another Eevee. Let's see what we got. Oof, I scrolled too long. We're too far. We have some speed and some inventory. How many of these have we had in a row? Speed of help down, speed of help down, speed of help down. Main skill down. Oh man. That's a bummer. Okay. This was... Oh man, I forgot how many. Yeah, this was the one I was disappointed at. So then this is the next one. Another speed of help down. Okay, another Eevee. We have a lot of Eevees still, I think. We got energy, recovery, bonus, some speed, some trigger. Would have liked to see skill trigger M, main skill M, if I'm not gonna have the skill level up M for the free seeds. Oh, I just did that, didn't I? That was by mistake. I do like to scroll carefully down, but we got inventory. We got speed up nature. We got skill trigger M and helping bonus and speed S. Don't know yet what this would be. Maybe Jolteon? This kind of looks like a skill-focused Jolteon, doesn't it? That could make sense. Even if it doesn't have the berry finding, so that is a star for sure. Helping bonus is really strong. Skill trigger M on a skill-focused Pokemon that has a little bit of inventory and more speed coming in later. That's pretty good. Still not the hallmark for a skill specialist, but it's pretty far up there. We have another Eevee. This one with berry finding. That could potentially be interesting with Vaporeon if it has a couple skill triggers here and some inventory. That is a high bar though. Oof, the ingredient finding S. Speed, trigger. Ingredient finding again. That just works against that berry finding so hard. Oh man, I don't even think this is worthwhile starring. Even as a Jolteon or Moonbreon or whatever else, so. Yet again, not gonna bin any of the Eevees yet, but yeah, that's not a good one. Okay. Ingredient finding again. Skill trigger, berry finding S. I mean, if you had shuffled the berry finding a little bit earlier instead of that ingredient finding S, this would have read as a Jolteon basically. But yeah, also does not meet the bar. Another Eevee. Can't believe we still have more Eevees. Sleep EXP bonus, inventory, speed with more speed. Kind of like a discount. Well, a discount Jolteon here. Would like the berry finding if I'm not going to go all out skill. But even then, I would like to preserve the Eevee candy for a skill focused evolution. Wow, what's up with all these ingredient findings? Just speed down to just clogging up everything. That should be the last one, right? No, one more. What do we got here? That starts off nicely. Skill level up M, 2 free seeds, got some inventory. I would like to see speed and some triggers. Ingredient finding again. Ah, the speed up though. Still don't think this really hits the mark. I am on the hunt for Magnezone. So even though this could potentially work a little bit as a Glaceon, maybe, I would still want skill triggers. Then yeah, I think I'm gonna pass. Okay, is this the final? Yeah, this is the final Eevee. A lot of Eevees to review. Okay, we got helping bonus, inventory L. Now, if this is berry finding at level 50, that is a Jolteon. It's not. Ooh, that is still a Jolteon. Oh, that is a Jolteon. Don't let me down on the nature. Nice. That is a Jolteon. That just spells out. It's got the inventory, it's got the helping bonus, and it's got the berry finding, and the sleep EXP bonus, and the speed. Now this one I would have to go all the way out to level 100 to even consider. But helping bonus, berry finding is a ridiculous combo. Sleep EXP bonus is also very nice on berry specialists, as mentioned multiple times in this video already. Neutral nature here is basically okay. Doesn't matter. Level 75 though is a ways away. So will this ever manifest as a Jolteon? Probably not. I will likely continue the hunt for a skill-focused Eevee. But yeah, let's hop on to the next species of Pokemon, which is Chikorita. Seems like I've found one Chikorita before and kept it around. And we got 5 new ones. So I'm going to put in Meganium in the widget and we can click through these. Yet again, looking for berry finding. That is basically the only criteria that I care about, unless it is some helping bonus busted speed combos. Because then it's basically equivalent. Skill trigger inventory. Not feeling this one. Yeah, this one's going straight in the bin. Regardless of that triple cacao. Don't care about cacao, even though actually Chikorita's got a decent drop volume for cacao. Next up, got some honey on that one. Helping bonus, some speed. We're finding up nature. It is strong, but berry finding is just way overtuned compared to anything else for the berry specialists. So this one is going in the bin as well. Let's have a look here. Does it have the magical gold skill that we all want? Close. No. Big oof. Ingredient finding, no speed, no berry finding. Another Chikorita for the bin. On one side, it can be kind of nice. Then we have some extra candies to put into a potential home run, but we'll see. Ooh, there it is. I was about to say, I haven't caught enough Chikorita for berry finding to be likely. But there it is, already at level 10. It can only go up from here, hopefully. I don't want ingredient finding. I would like to see helping bonus or just some sort of additional speed. Ooh, I like that too. Sleep EXP bonus on berry specialists. Amazing. And we get some more greed here, just some speed. Oh, we get it too. What about the nature? Is it adamant? No, but it's careful. That's basically the same. Yo, that is amazing. I can't believe it. That is amazing. I found the Primeape, Meganium. There we go. The Primeape and the Meganium in the same video. Now, granted, I have 80 Pokemon to review here, but this basically means my Lapis Lakeside team is getting close to finished. That is 2 out of 4 slots. Wow, let's review. Berry finding us. Sleep EXP bonus. Ingredients down nature with main skill chance up. Then it's got skill trigger S later, which will combine nicely with that nature. And then we got inventory to actually allow for at least one skill trigger to happen. Chikorita evolves twice. And at a 5% base rate on Meganium, long term, that could potentially manifest to a little bit of an additional boost. That is a nice Chikorita. I think so far, the Meganium and the Primeape, or rather the Chikorita and the Mankey, are the best finds. I can't really think of any other finds yet that I was this excited about. So yeah, maybe these are basically 1 in 40s. Maybe. We have 80 Pokemon. Okay, next up, do we have another Chikorita? We do. It does not have berry finding though, at least not in the first slot. Research EXP bonus. Yeah, no berry finding. Ooh, careful, careful. Same nature. Way different sub-skills. All right, this one's going in the bin too. Wow, I'm excited. Got 2 home runs, both that are berry specialists. Now, ooh, we have another one. Ah, not berry specialist. Or it is a berry specialist, but it does not have the magical sub-trait. That was close. A lot of gold, but the wrong kind of gold. Yeah, that is not going to work as a berry specialist. All right, so I think that was it for the Chikoritas. Now we move on to the Totodiles, but before we do, let's count and see how many Totodiles we have to review, because it is significant. Look at this. I caught almost as many Totodiles as Eevee. So that is pretty good. A couple of these Totodiles have already been reviewed, but I'm just going to scroll until I find Croconaw. If I happen to find a strong berry finding Totodile, I'll nickname it, star it, yell a little bit because I'm excited. But yeah, let's just click through. Helping bonus, speed, main skill chance up. Solid, but not sufficient. Oof, no berry finding. Also no speed. And ingredient finding. Not good. Next up, this one does have the berry finding. I think I got this early. I did. I did not like it because the berry finding was too late for my liking. Despite the fact it has speed and some inventory. Just don't like the ingredient finding up there and the berry finding being this late. I didn't expect any of my Pokemon to get anywhere near level 40, which one of my Fraligators currently is, because I have been pushing this video a little bit too far into the future. But yeah, like retrospectively, I probably should have put this on my team earlier. But I mean, now the bar is just higher. So whenever I find a worthwhile replacement, it's going to be that much better. Hypothetically speaking. Ooh, close. A lot of gold. Got helping bonus, but it does not have berry finding. And at that point, it falls behind. Another helping bonus, another skill level up M, and a bonus in addition. Yeah, those are very similar. Also not it. We're looking for the berry finding. No berry finding. No helping bonus. Okay, let's do the slow review again. No berry finding, at least not in the first slot. Skill level up M. Okay. Ingredient finding with a little bit of speed in that nature. Not it. Yeah. We're just going to scroll through these quickly, and then I'm going to star the ones that I'm going to keep. I'll just review these later so I don't even have to put them in the bin indirectly by nicknaming them blank. Oh, this could be good, but it does not have berry finding. So close, man. That was real close. We've seen that before, probably. Oh, here it is. I'm going to start. It does have berry finding and early. So that just increases the value of this Totodile significantly for me. What would I like to see in addition? Not ingredients up. Like, just keep it neutral. Aside from the berry finding, and I'm happy. Do we get the greed helping bonus? Maybe. Do we have some skill level up or sleep EXP bonus? Dream shard bonus? Decent. I don't mind. Ingredient finding M again with a neutral nature. You know, I don't know if this one's it. Fraligator has a high skill rate, so you kind of want to pop it often. But it has a horrible ingredient rate. And this one pushes it way up. That's just... I found this week 1, maybe. But at this point in time, the sunk cost is real. And I don't like it. Okay, not berry finding. Yeah, it's gonna be a while until we find another berry finding, I think, but at least after seeing that Chikorita and the Mankey, I can just pause my water team a little bit for a while, maybe. We'll just see how that all pans out. Oh, there should still be a couple Totodiles left. Maybe there is one in here somewhere. Interested to be on my team. Oh man, another non-berry finding. Really nothing here to comment on. A little bit of speed, that's it. No berry finding, a lot of sausage. Berry finding, adamant nature, helping speed sleepy XP bonus, skill trigger research. I mean, if I could wand this to level 100, this would be funny. So I'm going to start for that reason. For the most part, some of the berry specialists that I'm looking for here on the free-to-play is basically just going to be suboptimal, probably not favored berry in all areas. So in a sense, it would be a little bit funny to use this one. However, the berry finding comes in at the very end, and that's a lot of lost production throughout those remaining 86 levels or whatever that is. So that is unfortunate. Let's hop on to the next one. And that is the Crocodile. At that point, we've been through all of them. Unfortunately, nothing to really comment on. There was one solid, kind of decent berry finding. Don't like the ingredient finding him. Then I might as well just go for the other one. And at that point, I might as well just keep looking. So the Totodile hunt will continue. And we're actually still on for Alligator. Apparently a new Crocodile. Not berry finding. Some speed. Oh, speed to help down nature. Big oof. Okay. I have a shiny Cleffa apparently. And I can mention, now that we hop on over to Raichu, they recently announced a lowland Vulpix, and that opens a whole realm of possibilities in terms of Pokemon in the future, because Raichu has an Alolan form, which is part Psychic type. So maybe Alolan Raichu is the Psychic type berry specialist that we've been looking for. Would make sense that Pichu is so prevalent on Lapis now, doesn't it? Okay, either way, let's have a look at the one new Pichu, and maybe we can just scroll through the two other ones for good measure. No berry finding. Oh, again. Not worthwhile. No berry finding. And no berry finding. Analysis and commentary on berry specialists, unfortunately, is a little bit one-dimensional, but yeah. Let's see. Next up is Clefable. I haven't really found a home run usable shiny yet, and I've been playing for 1.5 years. Could be interesting if the first usable shiny in a big way shows up at the free-to-play, so that could be interesting. Should we spoil it a little bit? No berry finding. Okay, well, let's have a look at this Cleffa first. Big ol' nothing. A little bit of speed. A little bit of skill, I guess, but that is just nullified, nullied out, zeroed out by that nature. Metronome is a little bit of a fun ability, so, or main skill, so yeah. Let's see. Does it have berry finding? It has helping bonus, but nothing else. And the speed to help down. Main skill chance up nature. I mean, had the skill rate on Clefable been a little bit more interesting and sub skill seeds more available, might have considered this given it's shiny, but yeah. And if started, probably never going to use it. It's just going to clog up my bag space. And we make it to the pink Wooper. Quagsire may be one of the few exceptions where I will look for a level 60 contestant just because I have a water team with my Suicune, and it could be kind of interesting to have a Quagsire on my team to stack away those mushrooms. Don't know yet though which ingredient list I will go for. I may go for a mixed list, but we'll see. I'm actually going to click through all of these Wooper so we can compare them all side by side. And we can put up Quagsire in the widget. I would say Quagsire on a Suicune combo team that is somewhat geared towards salads, the Ninja Salad, for example, with a Quaxwell. Quagsire is likely in such a scenario an S tier Pokemon. And so I really want to look for a good one, even here on the free-to-play if I'm going to go for it. Potatoes is kind of solved by Sprigatito, so for the most part, looking for mushrooms here. And in this case, we do want the ingredient finders, but those come a little bit too late. Full-on mixed set, not good at all. Got some speed down here. Ingredient finding coming in way late. Great. It's a bit of a mixed set. For the most part, it is the level 30 that matters for me here on the free-to-play. So that's a big bummer, because I will likely be on the lookout for Sprigatito. Just the classic mono meta, except I don't care about the level 60 for the most part. That is some good sub-skills. Oh my goodness. Double ingredient finders. That is crazy. Oh man. That is just a full-on Reef Quagsire. It has all the ingredient finders, which is the only thing I care about on a Quagsire, because you shouldn't care about speed on the Quagsire. Yet again, because the main production is going to come from Suicune triggering when you have this on your team. So you know what? This might be it. Just because of those crazy sub-skills. Quagsire question mark. That is pretty strong. It's ridiculous. The ingredient finding rate influences the productions that Suicune will just give Quagsire upon skill trigger. And so the higher the ratio of ingredients, the better. Actually, that is so ridiculous. We should pop it into the hopes and dreams calculator just so that we can see how big of a difference that makes. So Quagsire has a base 19% ingredient rate. Then we add ingredient finding S. It jumps to 22. We add ingredient finding M. It jumps to 29. And then we have the rash nature, and it jumps to a stunning 35%. That is ridiculously high. And for the most part, I would be using Suicune on Cyan Beach, where Oranberry is favored. So this is a hard Pokemon to pass, because even as a level 30 potato farmer, I took away those mushrooms that just happen to coincide with the production of potatoes. And I can just be happy at level 30 with this Quagsire, actually. It's a good find. Bit of a difficult analysis because there are so many things to consider. But worthwhile to keep for sure. Oh god, I have a shiny Quagsire. Is this gonna outdo this Wooper right here? And I just skip the Sprigatito hunt altogether. That could be interesting. For whatever reason, this Apple TV does not like me. And it needs a little bit of a reset every now and then. Alright, double potato. If this has the same busted sub-skills, which I expected not to have because it is shiny, then that would be crazy. Speed and helping bonus. Oh, Full Trigger ass. Does it have like ingredients up nature? No. Helping speed combos well with Suicune, but at this point, I might as well just look for a standard berry finding berry specialist to put on that team instead. I will star it, tuck it away, and revisit it later. Another potato. Basically no mushrooms. I was looking for mushroom, and then I don't care what is at level 60. So far, every single one is potato. Wait, hang on. We looked at the shiny, so here we go. Double potato again. Skill level up. Ingredient finding S. Ingredient down. This one I will revisit this on my own. Just look through, but that's offensive. Okay, we got Aron. Not huge on Aron. I will catch it if it shows up hungry. And for the most part, this was just a funny capture because it's caught on Greengrass Isle, and that is a limited time where that is possible. So it's, as Brovinnie would call them, legacy. And I think they are interesting for that reason. And so, full-on mixed set, not good. Skill trigger, skill level up S, or M rather. Really nothing here. Not correct ingredient list, bad nature, and overall no useful sub-skills. But it is legacy. You can see it's caught on Greengrass Isle. I'm going to keep this. Alright, next up we have Gulpin. Now, on the announcement that main skill seeds will be available in the regular shop, I will be hunting Swalot very passively. If it is hungry, I'll throw it a biscuit. If I happen to have a spare bonus, I'll go for the Swalot. And it's partially because it is a little bit funny, because it's a bad Pokemon. But I also do like Swalot, so there's that. The only reason I would invest ever in a Swalot would be if it's all skill. Nothing else. I don't care about speed or... Well, speed to an extent, but if I have all skill and some inventory, that is sufficient. I don't want berry finding or anything else. I would put it on my team to slow down the growth of Snorlax to keep at a certain plateau to target specific Pokemon. Okay, let's see if it has any skill triggers. Only thing I care about. Skill trigger S, good. Inventory, nice. Does it have main skill chance up nature? Does not. Oh, the rash nature. That is awful. That is going straight in the bin. I don't want to ever look at this again. That's offensive. Okay. I'm saying that partially as a sarcastic joke, okay? Anyway, here is the Gulpin. Again, does it have any skill triggers? No, but it has... Oof. Yeah, that ain't it. That is way too much inventory. Skill level up M is nice, but you want some skill triggers. Sure. I want the skill triggers. It's the only thing I care about. Okay, next up is Spheal. I caught a lot of Spheal. 9, in fact. Never reviewed here on the free-to-play. Walrein, pretty good Pokemon. Although I probably won't spend too much time on Snowdrop Tundra in the foreseeable future. So to an extent, Spheal is mostly caught because it's very available on Cyan Beach during slumbering sessions. And I've spent a lot of time on Cyan Beach, so whenever there are Spheal, I do catch them. Walrein is a good Pokemon. You just gotta appreciate Walrein, even though Weavile is just power creeping the Walrein like crazy. We just gotta hunt still for this Spheal. So, yet again, I'm looking for bear finding. Would be nice with a helping bonus bear finding, but that is too much to ask. Oh, that bear finding comes in way late. This will not be it. 75 is too late. Latest I can do is level 50 if I, for whatever reason, doesn't really need it until later on in the game anyway, where candies from the friend list can just boost me there. I do have a couple examples of that on my primary account, and that works out just fine. So berry finding is the one thing we want. If there is some combo here with helping bonus, that would be nice. This does not beat berry finding. It does make it quite fast though, but yeah, this one is also not it. I wouldn't care much about the skill rate on Walrein. Ingredient Magnet S is a filler skill for the most part, and 2% on the skill rate is very low. Wait, how many of these? No, it's just 2. Okay, well, I'm over exaggerating. I was like, mono oil again? Okay. Well, then I know where the odds went for my Woopers. There we go. there's the berry finding. Nice. Gonna start, unless it is ingredient everything here. This one's a good one. It's a keeper. It's got berry finding. We should be happy. Ooh, skill trigger. Does not matter. But I was just happy not to see ingredient finding. Inventory. Ingredient finding asset level. Oh no, the speed down. You know what? I don't think this is it. I would rather just keep on hunting and just greed on the helping bonus berry finding. That is close though. That is close. Just not it. Okay, well, let's see. Ooh, there we go. Does it have... If this has adamant nature, that would be amazing. Neutral. Yeah. These are not home runs in my opinion, and so I'm just not gonna star them. I'm gonna look carefully through though whenever I do release some of these Pokemon. We have another Spheal, not berry finding. Just neutral. Now is it... No, we have another Spheal. Not berry finding. Another just perfectly neutral Spheal. I think that was... No, we have another one. Wait, yeah, I had 9. What am I... For some reason I was thinking 5, but... BFS. BFS everything. Oops, that was my bad. Although I think we have reviewed that in the past. We have a Grubbin. So we had some berry finding. Had I been desperate for some berry finding while rain, I could have gone for one of those, I think, but I'll probably jump to Lapis Lakeside next after Cyan Beach, just because now I have a Meganium, a Primeape. I can bring along my Wigglytuff, and maybe I find a couple more useful Pokemon until I actually make it to Lapis Lakeside, because currently I'm still hanging out at Cyan Beach still, and I'm perfectly fine doing that. So let's have a look at the 2 Grubbin. Actually, it's just one. We have reviewed the 2 others before, so I'm going to click right into it. If this Grubbin has really, really strong sub-skills, I may consider it for level 60. But for the most part, again, I'm just looking for cacao. No, this is coffee. My bad. Coffee. And I don't care at level 60. Pikachu though is a strong Pokemon. Same as Fuecoco. So I may go overboard and go past level 30, but for the most part, that is the main target right now. Speed inventory, not bad. More inventory, okay. Ingredient up. I don't think this is bad per se, but it's not amazing either, so I'm just gonna keep it as is. This one's mono. It's got berry finding. Speed help. That is confused. Had I been desperate for a berry specialist kind of bug type that does coffee, maybe. Not really looking for that though. Yeah, this one's kind of what I'm looking for in a sense, but I would like some more ingredient finders. That is the main production influence on the ingredient specialists. And at that point, we've made it almost to the very end. We have Skeledirge. I would say Skeledirge is one of the most solid S tier Pokemon you can come across. It's self-healing. It does unique ingredient collection in apples. It is a ghost type, so it's favored at what is it called? The Old Gold Power Plant. It's decently fast. It has decent inventory. It evolves twice. Ridiculous skill rate. So if you evolve from Fuecoco, it's gonna be healthy no matter what. And so actually for Skeledirge, I will make a huge exception. I'm looking for the mono apples. And I will only go for the mono apples unless somehow I find a busted apple Skeledirge with all the stuff early on, level 10, level 25, with the nature. I don't think I'm going to find that though, but let's see. We have 4 Fuecoco to review, and then we can recap on what we found. Double Sausage. Actually, Skeledirge can do decent at sausage. It's just, it's such a beast for apples that you don't want to waste that. Now that I think about it, Fuecoco's head kind of looks like an apple. Okay, let's see what the skills are. Speed, inventory, trigger. You don't need trigger on Skeledirge. Yeah, really nothing here except speed. So let's hop on to the next one. Whoa, there you go. There you go. Now we just need... What do I need? Usually I like to check off 3 boxes when it comes to the mono meta. The first box is just, it does have the mono list. And then if you can find some supplemental traits, preferably at least 1 ingredient finding, and then either inventory and some speed. So that's what I'm looking for. Some inventory and ingredient finding. That would be huge. Or some speed and ingredient finding. Skeledirge is one of my favorite Pokemon, so this would be a huge find. Oh, look at that. Now, there is still one thing that could completely ruin this Fuecoco, and that is the nature. If this somehow is ingredients down nature, oh, the Delibird curse is carrying over to the free-to-play, and I'm gonna... So, we have skill trigger. Oh, that ingredient finding M coming in late is nice. I don't mind it. Even though it does block the sub-skill seed at level 25, this is one of the Pokemon I want to level up desperately. I want to put it on my team all day, every day, even at night, because Skeledirge is just really cool. I like the Skeledirge. But what is the nature? Even got some inventory. I need the nature to be at least neutral. Don't give me speed down, and God, please don't do ingredients down. That is frustrating. Why is this game like this? Okay. So we are going to illustrate just how bad that nature is. Okay, we're going to hop into the Hopes and Dreams simulator, where dreams are either made or destroyed. In this case, the latter. Okay, so we take away these. And then we can just assume that it's level 60. It's evolved twice. It's got 1,000 hours on it. And then we can fill in the blanks. We got Helping Speed S. We got Ingredient Finding S. And then we got Skill Trigger S. So at level 60, this is what we got unlocked. And we can compare that to a neutral nature. The ingredient rate is 31.6, which is huge. The ingredient finding M coming in later would have boosted that to 40%. And not to mention, you can sub-skill seed here early to get Helping Speed M. A complete home run. Now what happens here is look at the ingredient rate when we plot in this impish piece of garbage nature. It plummets. 25% is not an ingredient rate you want for a low value ingredient such as apples. It's kind of good when you compare it to other things like the leeks, the tails, whatever else. But for apples, you want that ingredient rate as close to level 50, or not 50, but 50% as possible. You see, it's basically cutting this thing in half had it been flipped the other way around. Now I'm going to keep this maybe. I should probably keep it. It would be such a shame if Nature Mints ever come out. I'm going to star it and call it a big ol' double sad face, because that's triple. That was so close. I, as stated earlier, really like Skeledirge, so that was a big slap in the face. Motor ingredient list, speed, ingredient S, skill, ingredient M, inventory. And the only thing I need is neutral or better, and it is negative. Okay. next is already reviewed at some point in time. Although now with my new criteria, maybe it works after all. And this is what I mean by giving your Pokemon a second look just later on. Just give yourself the box space. Think twice. Okay, yeah, that is just not... Oof, yeah, that is... Ingredients down again. Not good. Okay, have a Fuecoco here, double sausage. Big oof, not looking for sausage. I want the apples. Oh man, that is just mean. That is just mean. Had this been apples at level 30, I probably would have capped the hunt here, especially after that disappointment of the triple apple garbage nature Fuecoco. We do have one final Fuecoco. Does this save the day? Let's see. Wait, hang on a second. It's another double sausage. With ingredient finding, of course. With ingredient finding down nature, of course. And that was it. Shiny Crocolore, not going to save the day. He's got sausage at level 30. And that's it. We have reviewed 80 Pokemon, almost 1.5 hours, including the minute I went to find the charger. Sorry for that still. And so, if we sort by favorites, that should be possible somehow, I think. Is it not possible to filter? Favorite it. There we go. Nice. And then we go, yes, by level, maybe. Currently, it is this Suicune. I should just really nickname this in big capital letters so I don't confuse them. Suicune. There we go. Wigglythug has a nickname, so gets regular spelling. Did we get a Vulpix that was decent? Beat it down. Nature is awful. Man, that was unlucky. We did get Meganium, and we did get a Primeape. That is pretty good. Let's review the Primeape so that my sadness over this Skeleturge can pass. Triple Sausage is funny. Helping, bonus, Fairy Finding, skill up doesn't matter too much. And it's got Speed S, which can be sub-skill seeded to Speed M, which I will do, because this is just too good not to do that with. Craziness. When does it evolve? 21. Should probably hold off just for future. I don't have that many Pokemon to really take advantage of candy boost events. I have a lot of dream shards, as you can see. I have over 300,000. That is only going up because I have more resources than Pokemon to invest in. You can see I have 12 Cluster M. I have almost 100 Cluster S. Those only appreciate as time moves on and my rank goes up. And then we have this Meganium. Ridiculous. Very finding S. Careful nature with that ingredients down. That's what we want. And we have Sleepy XP bonus and some more speed. So I will want 2 more sub-skill seeds in addition to whatever I want for future Pokemon. Okay. I think I just want some dust. Let me just have some water. Been a long talk here. In the future, it may be the case if I get an iPad or something like that, where I may convert this profile into a premium profile. That's not coming anytime soon. I'm not even planning on it. I just like having that option. So I'm always thinking about that as I go with the Pokemon I release and so on and so forth. And yeah, so, but overall, this Primeape, huge find. The Meganium, another huge find. And it's almost to the point where I want to retire my 2 Totodiles and put those on my team. So you know what? I think actually I'm going to do that tomorrow. But starting tomorrow, then I'll just put those on my team and do that as a thing, because what I've been doing all week is overstack my Pokemon. So if I switch them out now, that would be a shame, because look at this. A lot of stuff right here that would just get destroyed, forgotten about, buried in the ether. So we don't want that. And then I can also mention when it comes to diamonds, I got a couple Pokemon box upgrades. By mistake, I upgraded my cooking bag. I did not mean to do that. It was because my items bag got full and I clicked a little bit too fast on that expand button and whoops, I upgraded the wrong bag. Though long term, as I find a Magnezone and I find some of these key level 30 ingredient specialists that I've talked a little bit about in this video, that I will talk more about in future videos, I will want to do the ingredients bag quite a lot. I've thought a lot about the main skill seeds and the diamond exchange for the rare bundles that show up every now and then, like at New Year's Eve and whatever else. I think overall that is good value, potentially. It's just compared to the ingredients bag, the items bag, the Pokemon box. I think for the foreseeable future, that's where my diamonds should go. And so I probably won't be getting any supplemental main skill seeds anytime soon. At least not outside of the regular exchange, which will have seeds coming up in January. Then we can see my items bag is huge. In fact, it needs to be upgraded again. And now that I've made it to 500 items, it is possible that I'll start using some of these, although not a huge fan. The dream clusters I want to hold on to until I need them. And you can see I have 300,000 shards in my bag. I showed that earlier. And the biscuits, still trying to do the biscuits and have a net or at least neutral outflow of biscuits every month. We're getting close to January, so I'll buy another batch. Depending on just what the point exchange will be for that main skill seed, I'll start tucking away some seeds and consider slowing down the captures just a little bit. I feel at this point in time, even though my collection is super small, I have found a couple just key Pokemon. The Meganium, huge. The Primeape is huge. The Wigglytuff. I also like my Suicune. And at that point, I'm not really in a rush to catch a whole lot of Pokemon. Obviously, I'll try my best to secure as many of the targets as possible, but even if I play a little bit suboptimally, the only thing I'm really missing out on is a little bit of candy, some encounters maybe, but at the very least, the daily experience is going straight into those monster Pokemon that I found. This coming week, I will likely use a good camp ticket. I will also be using a luck incense every day, and I will probably also do a recovery incense nap. I don't know yet though how I should go about the split on those, because if you nap and you use a luck incense, then that's no bueno. So maybe I should just play a lot more on this ult account this coming week to make sure my team is energized. Let's have a look. Maybe I'll pop some of these incense as well. Sylveon could be interesting. Not Suicune, but Totodile, Chikorita maybe. Eevee probably. And just get some additional... Well, actually, now that I think about it, Suicune could be interesting. Pop it on the last day. Get that craziness on the shards, because Suicune has... Well, I have to go and do the numbers. If I somehow can get the 2-star Suicune to spawn with a good likelihood, then the Suicune incense and the luck incense and the event bonuses will just give me a huge pot. And I kind of need that. So yeah, but when it comes to the size here, I may keep going just to get it to 600 maybe, but 600 is a little bit crazy. I may end up spending a lot of stream shards this week because of the event and the candy boost feature. So maybe I'll end up spending 100 cluster S's here. We'll just see. And at the very least, I will spend this candy. The tickets overall, not the most useful item, but I'm not in a rush to release them either. I'd much rather just spend the diamonds and get the extra space. So yeah, and then we can see the overall candy distribution. We have Eevee, Pikachu, Grubbin, and Suicune as the top candies. Then I do have some Mankey candy, especially now after I release all the others, and a little bit of Chikorita candy. So it's also not impossible now that I do have my full-on water team that maybe what I end up doing is just do this water team the coming week with a good camp ticket. I've overstacked a whole bunch of these. Maybe if I'm lucky, I will roll an Oranberry on top. I don't think I can really do much in terms of re-rolling. Maybe I'll gamble 100 sleep points on this ticket right here. I will definitely not ever spend any diamonds on those tickets. I had such horrible luck during the Suicune event on my primary account that this item is just never again. I got to spend 10 tickets until I simply rolled salads. There was no additional requirement. I just wanted salads, and I had to re-roll 10 times for that. Ridiculous. You can see I'm not premium, not even gotten the bundle, although if you're enjoying the game, support the developers with even just a little bit. I know that these games tend to maybe require players to spend a little bit more than they should if they really want to get all those things they want in the digital sphere here. But couple a little bit here and there, maybe every now and then, $5 or something, makes a big difference for the devs. So I, for one, really like Pokemon Sleep. Been playing it every day now for 1.5 years. And so, gotta show them some love too. You can't just have everything for free. Although, as I have proven now with this free-to-play series, this game is indeed, as the developers propose, fully playable without spending a cent. So we'll see in 2025 how this series will progress. It will probably be a little bit on the passive side, like I've been playing since more or less the start, which is one of the reasons why I'm focusing so much on the berry specialists, because those do well even if you don't check your game every 2 hours or even every 20 minutes. Some people crazy. So yeah, maybe in a year I'll convert it to a premium account, get some sub-skill seeds, who knows. But for the most part right now, I am happy having a primary account with the premium pass, and then this free-to-play where I haven't spent a cent on it. Okay, this was quite a lengthy episode. Overall, I hope you have enjoyed hanging out with me again here, talking about Pokemon Sleep, reviewing a lot of Pokemon. That was 80 Pokemon plus reviewing, because we had to look at some of the Pokemon we already reviewed again. So yeah, when can you expect the next videos? Hopefully I should get back into making some more website related content, which I've been wanting to do for a while. Right now, my energy is fully committed to my day job. I don't have a single ounce of extra energy aside from doing that, but hopefully in the near future I can spend some more time on the hobby and on the website and everything. So that's probably what you should expect. Maybe a couple videos in January, and then yeah, just slow and steady content schedule there. I will keep up these monthly videos though. So every 2 weeks or so, video on the primary account, and then another 2 weeks on the secondary account. So there are 2 big videos a month, and then maybe some comment your mon, YouTube my mon, stuff like that. Right. You can feel free to leave a comment on this video if you have any thoughts about the format or this video or anything else, and I'll make sure to get back to you. I'm losing my voice, so I'll see you guys again in a couple weeks. Thank you for watching.